Hey, so we have a question involving the general formula for area and perimeter, or in this case, exactly circumference of geometric shapes. But this same kind of thinking will get us to where we need to go for any kind of geometric shape. We just need to know how to approach this type of problem. So let's start with a much easier version. Let's draw a straight line. So let's draw a straight line. Let's say this straight line is length, I don't know, like 10. So this guy is 10 inches long, right? If we were to bend it into a circle, what would we know about it? I have my iPhone charger here. Let's say this guy's 10 inches long, although I think it's more. And I were to bend it into a perfect circle, right? This guy's 10 inches long. What's the circumference of this non-circle going to be? I mean, it is a circle based on the problem, but this is not. Well, how long does it take to walk around it? It takes the same amount that it does to walk the distance of it. It's the length of the wire gives us the circumference of the circle. So if we were to draw a circle that we bent this 10-inch wire out of, it would have a circumference equal to 10. Let's write that in. C equals 10. Now we need to understand, what does circumference mean? What is the formula for it? Well, the circumference formula is that 10, or the circumference, equals 2 pi, where is it? Pi r, 2 pi r. Okay, so let's get rid of this other 2 I put, and we'll put this 2 pi r right here, right? Now, what would we need to do to be able to find the area given this circumference? We would need to, well, we need to solve for r. So we can do that, right? We just divide both sides, bam, bam, by 2 pi. Okay, then we get, I'm just going to cancel the 2 out of this 10, and we get 5 over pi equals r. I'm not going to give a decimal because I don't really care what the decimal is. I just care that I have the exact answer. Whatever 5 divided by pi is, that's r. Okay, so in order to find the area of the circle, I would just need to put in pi times r squared. Well, we can rewrite that. That's area equals, well, that's pi times 25 over pi squared. Trust me when I say that's what 5 over pi squared is. We can cancel a pi out of the here, and we end up with 25 over pi on the bottom. So really, in order to be able to find the area later, we're going to need to be able to solve for r. But now, in this example, since we have a general formula, we don't know, I'm just going to actually make a new board. We don't know what the actual circumference is going to be. We're just going to have a variable. So we have a wire with length w, right? I'm not going to do your actual problem. I'm going to just give you the information you need to do it yourself. So that's not a circle. Let's say we have a wire with length w for wire. And if we were to bend it into a circle, well, what length would the circle have? Remember my iPhone cable, when I put it into a circle, it had the same circumference as its length. So we would know that C equals W. Why does it still say circle? Now, we need to now understand that, well, we just have W equals 2 pi r, right? Now, all of these things are just placeholders for numbers, and we can treat them like every other number. Let's divide both sides by 2 pi, and we will get r all by itself. All right. And this actually answers the first part of our question. express the circumference of the circle as a function of x. Well, to express it as a function of w, well, c just equals w. So what would c equal in x, in terms of x? You can tell me that later. After we divide by 2 pi, I kind of got ahead of myself because I need to finish the area in very soon. I'm over 5 minutes. R equals w over 2 pi. Now, to express the area as a function of w, well, remember, pi is just a number. It's not a variable. We're just going to, wherever r would appear in the area formula, we're going to plug in w over 2 pi. So a equals pi r squared. Therefore, a equals pi times w over 2 pi squared. That's equal to pi times, all right, we're going to square this fraction, means we have to square the top and the bottom. That's how I got to 25 over pi squared last time. So we're square 2 pi's, we have to multiply 2 times pi times pi. We get 4 pi squared, and that squared is only attached to the pi. We can cancel 1 pi out of here, and then we end up with w squared over 4 pi equals a. So if we knew the wire length w, we could just plug it in for w and tell whoever what the area of the circle is. W, so if the wire was length 5, we would have 25 over 4 pi. If it was length 100, it would be 1,000 over 4 pi, so on and so forth. It's a lot simpler than it sounds, but it requires us to be really comfortable with using variables in place of numbers. Anyway, I've gone 2 minutes over, so now I'm going to end this recording. All you need to do is just figure out how to solve for C in the first one and how to solve for A in the second one. In order to get A, you need to find R in terms of X, meaning your only variable on the other side of the equation will be X. Anyway, that's it.